moving on. I come to Kenny, who's got a whole lot of other names after that, but let's just go with Kenny. What are examples of emotive language and non-emotive version and emotive version? This sounds to me as if you got this out of something, and I wish you could have told me what it is you got it out of. Okay, emotive language. Start with the word emotive. This is the noun. This is the adjective. So what is an emotion? It is a feeling. So if I say to you, I am so stressed about grade 10. Which are the emotive words? Which are the words that are showing you how this person is feeling? Let's take a red. I am so stressed. Those are your two most emotive words in this sentence. Let's just start with I am stressed about grade 10. How is the person feeling? Frustrated, fearful. Maybe there's an element of panic in there. Very tense, very unsure of what is going to happen. What about so? This is an adverb, and the adverb here intensifies, makes it stronger, heightens the person's feelings of tension. So that's emotive language. It's language that shows a feeling. But emotive language can also create a feeling. So if I say to you, how do I feel when I get a WhatsApp from a student in grade 11 who says that she is so stressed and worried? I feel enormous pity for her. Do I feel frustrated with her? Do I feel, oh, for heaven's sake, just pull yourself together, we're all in this? No, I don't. Do I feel fearful? To some extent, yes. I fear for her, I feel fear for her state of mind. Do I panic? Probably not. As long as I feel that there's somebody there with her in lockdown. Does it make me tense? Yes, actually it does, because I worry about these children. Am I unsure? Well, not really in relation to her. So I feel pity and fear and regret that she is having to go through this. I do feel, rather than frustrated, I feel a bit helpless, that there's not much I can do. So I will send back a message saying, calm down. Nobody quite knows what's happening in this world. It's okay, it's going to be fine. People will look after you. And that's what I want all of you to feel. I know a lot of you are stressed and a lot of you are very worried about my matric. Am I going to write my matric exams this year? Am I going to pass matric? I know that other grades are worried, am I going to pass? There's such a lot of support out there, so that a company like Liberty is doing whatever they can to make sure that there is support. So there are adults who are very aware of how peculiar this year is and are trying to catch you and make sure that you don't fall. So we thank companies like Liberty for making this kind of opportunity possible and making sure that we can reach out to you as much as we possibly can and make you feel we do understand and we don't just reject you or feel irritated about you and how you're feeling. So, emotive language. It showed how this grade 10 was feeling, but it also made me, as the reader, feel what she feels and then my own feelings in response as well. So then you asked about, Kenny, non-emotive version and emotive version. I'm really not sure what you mean. Okay, I have seen teachers who do tasks. They'll say something like old. And then they'll say an emotive word is decrepit. And I don't know, I suppose if we're talking about a car, vintage. So they will say that this is a non-emotive word, whereas decrepit is negatively charged and vintage is positively charged. But I'm not sure how non-emotive that is. If you said, I have an old teacher, I'm not too sure how factual that is. And everybody's syllabus has a section that says choose well, look at what the person has chosen to include and chosen to exclude. Now, if you mean I have such an old teacher, and that means she is so wise, she is so experienced, then why have you chosen to call her old? Why didn't you just put in wise and experienced? And if you mean by that she's basically doddery and useless and she's lost her memory, then why didn't you say that? So for me, old is not as non-emotive as it might look. So are you saying that this is the factual version as opposed to the emotive version? I would argue that old, especially in the world today, carries a negative connotation. Age is not welcome. Youth, youthful looks, those are admired and praised. Age is often denigrated and mocked and dismissed. So I'm not sure that that's non-emotive. Is that what you mean, though? Is that what your teacher gave you? You need to give me an idea. You need to give me a clue.